The first time Captain Jean-Luc Picard saw the Starship Enterprise, he was struck by the sleekness of her lines. It felt right to him that a ship of that size and power should also be beautiful as well. Why shouldn't starships be a demonstration of art as well as strength? The third time Captain Jean-Luc Picard saw the Starship Enterprise, he saw it from a different angle and he realized the designer's private joke. A quiet, almost unnoticeable smile played across his otherwise stony visage. Starships were always she, but this one was more feminine than most. For some reason, he liked the thought. Maybe later he would think about it some more and wonder why. Since the death of Celeste, he hadn't let himself think too much about relationships. The seventh time Captain Jean-Luc Picard saw the Enterprise, he was on his way to take command of her. The tradition was that the new captain of a vessel always arrived by shuttlecraft so that he could be piped aboard. This tradition was nearly 100 years old, and dated back to the time when the legendary Admiral James T. Kirk took command of the original Enterprise. Not many people remembered that he had only boarded by shuttle because of a major transporter malfunction at the time. Picard wasn't a superstitious man, but this was the Enterprise and it wouldn't be appropriate to ignore a tradition that had begun on the first starship to bear that name. The first time that Jean-Luc Picard walked the corridors of the new Enterprise, he was struck by the newness of everything. It was as if this ship were somehow not yet alive, not yet real. That feeling would vanish quickly, he knew, but just the same he found it slightly unsettling. He had been piped aboard by the android Data, he had asked. As if there was any doubt. The android had opalescent gold skin and eyes so yellow they seemed to be lit from within. His hair was slicked straight back in an efficient, but somewhat unattractive style. The android acknowledged its name with a nod and saluted. Picard hesitated, then returned the salute. Formal salutes were one of those traditions that Starfleet was ambiguous about. Were they appropriate for a non-military space fleet? Were they an homage to the heritage of centuries of space travel and sea exploration before that? He appreciated the formal ritual, but he despised something of what it implied. This moment, the first moment aboard a ship, was always uncomfortable. Picard glanced around at the honor guard standing stiffly and decided deliberately to break the stiffness. He held out his hand to Data. "I've been looking forward to meeting you. I've been studying your record. It's extraordinary." "Thank you, sir." Picard noticed that the android's hand was curiously cool, too cool to be real. An odd sensation, Picard mused. Later, he would have to ask Data about his background. "The bridge is this way, sir." "Thank you. May I ask you something, Commander?" "Sir." "Your name?" "Data." "It's self-chosen, sir." "I love knowledge." "Indeed, I am knowledge. This body is merely a container. Who I really am is the sum total of what is stored in the vessel. What better identifier for me?" Data's pleasant smile was disconcerting. Picard nodded. It made sense.